Welcome, my children of the night. How they make such beautiful music. Ha ha ha! Welcome, everyone, to another brand spanking new episode of Jazzy Jeff's Trading Card Reviews. I'm Jazzy Jeff. These are trading cards. Let's review. So, hello everyone, once again. Super excited for today's episode. Once again, kind of wanted to bring it back to that classic sitting down, reviewing formula that I've done time and time again. Except today, I just have a ton of awesome stuff to show you. Obviously, it's kind of Halloween infused, even though it's the month of November. But hey, we could all use a little dose of Halloween every now and again. Correct? Geez, somebody's not having a good day. So, today's cards are Topps. Who else? Who else? Topps. I feel like I say that all the time. That's not even their slogan. It's just like a slogan I gave them. Who else? Who else? Because A, they've done so many cards, and B, I think they've done the best. I mean, Fleer's up there too. They've done a lot of cool stuff, but like, I just feel like the most memorable cards that I've done off of memory has always been Topps. But it's today's the Topps Fright Fear cards. I've done these before. Back in episode 14, I believe, from season 1 of Jazzy Jeff's Trading Card Reviews, I did these. And I wanted to do these, obviously, for the month of October, but unfortunately, I ran out of time. But hey, the show must go on, right? And speaking of show, today marks the official 38th episode. Today is episode 38. It's crazy to think that I've made 38 episodes. I mean, I've made over 38 episodes, but then some didn't work out, and some ended up like getting rid of. So technically, I'm probably at like in the 40s, mid 40s. But for official YouTube released videos, I'm at 38, and that's what I'm going by, the official releases. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's dive the fuck right in. So up first, always gotta talk about the packaging. I don't know if I mentioned this last time, but I really gotta drive home the point that this is awesome. This is like fantastic. This makes me not only want to buy this, but buy anything associated with this. It scares me. It grabs my attention. It's horrific. There's drool and spit coming out of her mouth. And I'm almost certain that this is this is supposed to be from Fright Night 2. I believe this is the vampire from Fright Night 2. Yes. Yes, this is it. This is the the movie that this is referencing, Fright Night Part 2. Do you have a taste for terror? There it is, ladies and gentlemen. The awesome Jesus VHS tape. And right there on the back, you got Roddy. I think his name is Roddy McDowell from the Planet of the Apes films. Fantastic stuff. If you look really close, you can kind of see the woman in her full monstrous Dracula form right there. So, there you have it. All right, let's tear into these suckers. These are from 1985. It says Columbia Pictures Incorporated on the back, but I mentioned this before. I know there's quite a few different movie studios involved in the monsters or in the cards involved with the Fright flicks. Another quick thing here. I don't know if I showed these last time. But every month, a lot of these cards I get from Dinosaur Dracula's Fun Pack, which you can subscribe to at dinosaurdracula.com. Just Google him and you can find him. You can find his website and you can find his Facebook and all that good stuff. But he will sometimes send random loose cards like this. So here we have Jaws 2. Now, it doesn't officially say Fright Flicks on the cards. I don't believe any of the cards said Fright Flicks. So I'm almost certain that this is a card that's from the Fright Flicks set. Hence why I'm showing it. Here we have Bub. Imagine that. A surgeon named Bub. From Day of the Dead. One of my growing favorite Dead films, of course. Colin, obviously, you did a great drawing of him on day one of Drawloween. And then check out that really sweet zombie there on the back. And then here we have Fangoria issue cover one of their issues. Another fantastic magazine, especially the earlier ones from the 80s and early 90s, of course. Speaking of Fangoria, I got a Fangoria issue right here from 1990. So, pretty neat. I got an up-close shot of RoboCop without his mask on. Always gave me nightmares. And then down there, we got Gremlins. Gremlins, man. I got to get around to that at some point. I got a lot to say about Gremlins. Very cool stuff. Okay, so moving on. Okay, and then the last card that I had out, that I'm really sad that I had out, because it got banged up a little bit. You know, it happens when you move from apartment to apartment and you keep these things out all the time. But I got the fucking Predator sticker. Yeah! That's awesome. That's super cool. Yes, you can come in, you motherfucker. Don't you start, I'm filming. Okay, so you guys saw those cards. Let's finally move on. I feel like I spend like 5 minutes just talking about everything else but trading cards. It's like I almost don't want to open them. It's almost like I don't like it's some weird thing that's happening. But we're opening them now. So here we go. The characters, companies, and events depicted in these cards are fictional. Any resemblance to actual persons, living or dead, to any companies or events is purely coincidental. Alright, so you got that crisp noise. Alright, so as always, I like to get this first one out of the way. It is the gum one, and as usual... Oh, God. You hear that noise? As usual, it is stuck. Holy shit. Sorry. Just got really excited there for a minute. It is stuck to the back of the card. And I'm really fucking pissed. Because it's stuck to the back of an amazing card. Let me lean forward here, ladies and gentlemen, and see if you can see this. Look at this. Look at this fucking bullshit. Ah, God. Holy shit. Okay. We're gonna leave that right there. But look, I don't know if you guys can see that. Look at that fucking stain. Look at that disgusting skid mark of the stain. That's awful. Why wouldn't they wrap the gum? Or put the gum in something? And ladies and gentlemen, look, it's fucking Slimer! Slimer from the Ghostbusters! Right here! He's on my shirt. Somewhere. Holy shit. It's him! But it's the 80s version. It's the cool, awesome 80s version. Like, I can't believe it. I visit my dentist once a year. Unfortunately, he died. Oh, man. I can't believe it. That's so sad. Oh, well. That sucks, man. It's always the best fucking card in the pack. You know? But, moving along. Wow. Warning, I break for small animals and I eat them. So there you got Pumpkinhead. So that's super awesome. And if you look at the back here, it's got one of those, did it ever happen? So that's how I definitely know that this card is a Fright Flicks card, because it's got one of those, did it ever happen? I'm not going to go into all of these, but the did it ever happen were really cool stories about just random, like, short little paragraph stories. Kind of like Ripley's Believe It or Not, but creepier. And it had, it just basically told a little story about if something like this ever really did happen. So, that is that. Okay. Up next, we have... By the way, how's the meatloaf here? Oh, that's hilarious. That's awesome. So here we have an American Werewolf in London. That's awesome. Very cool. Got another one of those Did It Ever Happens on the back. So, very cool card. I don't know if you guys can see that. But iconic scene in the movie when his friend, who's all torn up and is a zombie, is asking, how's the meatloaf, the hospital food? FYI, I used to be a dietary aide at a hospital in Philadelphia. So, the more you know. Wow. Unbelievable. This is fucking awesome. We got Pumpkinhead, ladies and gentlemen. And Colin, if you're watching, obviously you're familiar with this guy. You did a really cool Pumpkinhead drawing. Doesn't look anything like a pumpkin, but hey man, I love the name and I love the look. Stan Winston and Company, I believe, did this. So now I got the Predator and I got Pumpkinhead. So those are awesome. The sticker cards, man, those are always really good. So super pumped. These are great cards, man. Great cards. Nice. Hi, I'm the new babysitter. Boom, we got the Predator, baby. We got the Predator. I've always been a huge, huge fan of the Predator and the Predator films, of course. Nothing tops the original. These cards are really good. They're not bad. They're in pretty good condition. You know, they're not too banged up. I mean, they're old. They're not super laminated and crisp the way 90s cards are. But for the 80s, you know, for 1986, 1987, 1985, around that time, you know, they're not bad. They're not bad. And like I said, Topps was pretty awesome about that. Wow. Now that's fucking awesome. This one might be my favorite one so far. I mean, I keep saying that, but it's like each card keeps trumping itself. So this is the official Fright Flicks card of Freddy Krueger. Look at that. That's beautiful. So we got a Topps picture card series. Up close, there he is, Robert Englund, the one and only, the best forever. So 90 cards, 11 stickers. So that's fucking mind-blowing right there. That's insane. By the way, I just realized, looking at this Fangoria card, I don't believe this is part of the Fright Flicks set, because this is saying 1992 on it. So this is something else. I'm not sure if Fangoria put out a set of trading cards or if that's just from a completely separate horror set. But if anybody knows any information about it, leave it in the comments below. Of course, I did not do my research heading into this video. Jaws 2, I still think this is probably... I'm not sure if this was a separate set or not. This also might be a separate set. This might not be Fright Flicks. I just assumed it was because I consider Jaws, you know, a part of the Monsters universe. Alright, moving on. Wow, that's funny. Looks like a behind-the-scenes picture of Alien. And he's bowing, saying thank you, thank you. So that's really cool. Okay. That's funny. Wow. Whew. Whew. I'm really shot. That's pretty funny. So. Great scene. Great card. Very funny. So we got a Nightmare on Elm Street 2 card. We got a Nightmare on Elm Street 3 card. That's super fucking awesome. So, we got some sequels going on. Oh, here we go. The original Fright Night. I love the original Fright Night. Very awesome. Very cool. Speaking of Fright Night, there it is. I got this on VHS as well. An outstanding horror film. That's just the best way to go about it. These are two really awesome films. If you haven't seen these, go out and watch them. This is just everything you need in horror movie and a horror movie sequel. It's great vampire mythology in it. It's got a great story, great characters, great acting. It takes everything that's ever been done with vampire movies and modernizes it really well for the 80s. And it's just a fun film all around. So check them out if you haven't seen them. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got one card left. And it's a good one. We're ending with Nightmare on Elm Street, Part 2. This says next time I'll use an electric razor. Very funny. I believe this is one of the kids that get slashed out at the pool party, which is kind of interesting. Because I wouldn't think that they would do an up-close shot of one of the kids from that scene, because I don't believe that's anybody else in the movie. That doesn't look like a major character to me. So, but I could be wrong. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that's it. That is the Fright Flicks cards. That's all I was doing today. And I just wanted to keep it as short as possible. Hopefully this video wasn't too long. If you guys have any comments, questions, suggestions, shoot them out to me. Feel free to leave comments at my YouTube or at my Facebook. Jazzy J714 is my YouTube name, and Jazzy Jeff is my Facebook name. So you can find me at those spots. So, you know, keep an ear out for fun and more videos to come your way. So, thanks so much for watching. If you didn't know before, now you know. Take care.